We have our first channel added to our channels collection. Now we want to get all of the channel data, all of the channels that users have added within our channels component. We'll do that by creating the component didMount lifecycle method and putting within it a function called add listeners. So we'll execute add listeners when the component mounts. And add listeners will first take an array, an empty array called loaded channels. It's going to add a listener. It's going to listen for each new child added to the channels ref. So we'll take channels ref from state, use the on method, and listen for every new child added. We're able to get information about each child with the snap callback, and we'll push the value of each snap onto the loaded channels array. And for now, we'll log loaded channels when all of those values are pushed onto the array to see what it looks like. So back in our app, we'll reload the page, take a look at our console. You'll see that we have only one value in this array for now, our one channel. If we add a new channel, then click on add, you can see we immediately get information about that new child that was added, that new piece of data that was added to our channels ref. So we'll remove the log and instead set the state. I want to set the channels part of state, a channels property on state, to loaded channels. Then down at the bottom, at the closing tag of our menu component, we want to iterate over the channels that we're getting with a function called display channels, and we'll destructure channels from state within our render. And display channels will take all the channels that we have in state, and it'll check to make sure that the length of it is greater than 0 to ensure that we actually have some. And if that's the case, we're going to map over those channels, and we'll call each element channel, and we'll put them within a menu item, the channel data that we're getting. And on this menu item, we'll set a key, since we're iterating over it, to channel ID, add an onClick, which for now will just be an inline arrow function where we'll log all the channel data. We'll give it a name, set to channel.name, and the style with the opacity set to 0.7. Within the menu item, within the tags, give it a hash mark and then interpolate the channel name with channel.name. We'll save that, take a look in our browser, and we can see we have our two channels appearing here. And when we click on them, we get all of the related channel data